Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video explaining the build I've been running on Perandus League. So it's Summoner, aka the Flask Summoner. I always wanted to try this build since it launched with 2.2. So it says that flags do not apply to you, but apply to zombies and specters instead. Yeah, so I wanted to. I've been like brainstorming, just trying to figure out how to play this character without actually dying, because if the flasks do not apply to you, there was like two solutions. Or I could go CI, which is there, or I could go low life and run more than 3 or 4 auras, which is what I did. So to do that I had to get shoves, which allows me to reserve my life and then to not get hit by the chaos. I mean, the chaos is not going through the ES, which is really cool. So the build works like this. I grabbed as much ES as I could. I know that 6.6k is actually quite low, but yeah, I was supposed to get much more ES just by rolling, for example, the juice. Like this one could be better, but I need the strength and the dex, so it's like, yeah, and they are quite expensive. I mean, the minion damage plus ES is like, yeah, expensive. So yeah, pretty straightforward. I went to the ES, I went to the minion nodes. You can see like here and there I tried to grab as much damage as I could. Yeah, I grabbed this one because of the max lightning. I grabbed the second curse, which I will explain why just after. Grabbed all the auras node. I know that some of them are not like useful. You might be thinking, why you grab so many nodes for auras, since you actually only have half the life reserved and you still have a bit of mana. Yeah, I grabbed them because I'm playing in a group, and the radius is actually quite nice when you are playing in a group, and auras effect is actually cool as well. So I grabbed those nodes because they are actually quite nice. I use this energy from within because I wanted to change this life into ES. I went through Zealot Oath because I wanted to use the life regen and also the consecrated ground on the flask, which also works for us. Plus the stone golem, which is giving us 103 flat life regen, which is like converted into ES. That's pretty cool as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Damage. I took the skill effect duration because of Val Haste and Val Discipline. Yeah, only thing I was thinking is to get Elemental Equilibrium. The thing is that I would have to play with Lightning Ball, and the links are actually quite difficult to get. And the fact of playing with a group, I was playing with a Sparker, I didn't want so much to like interact wrongly with his build, so yeah, I just didn't want to do that. The only thing I can say is that sometimes it can be problematic to not play with a skill, but you can still like kind of control the minions by using shift and click, which is actually quite nice. Yeah, in a group it's quite difficult because if you are not in the range of the monsters, or if you are not like attacked by them, your minions will not attack them. So I run into like some kind of strange situations that I was like running around and my minions were not attacking the monsters, which was pretty strange. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go to the gear. I'm running Advancing Fortress because somebody on the forums mentioned that actually it can be a really nice piece for a summoner. I totally agree with that. 35 maximum ES is amazing. The Fortify is nice. The block chance is actually quite cool. I will explain why later. And the attack speed. Pretty much wielding blades. So it's like, you know, path of clear speed, so you want to be as fast as possible, and yeah, you want to clear maps as fast as possible. So I've been playing with Anime Guardian. The Guardian is just having you know, the stuff, this Dying Breath and Leercast and some random stuff just for him not to die. So he's giving us some nice boosts, some nice buffs, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so the helmet, I'm running the Vertex because I wanted to have something with a lot of ES. Chaos Res is also nice, and +1 gem is actually quite okay. I could go for ES based with +2 minion, but I thought that +1 gem is enough. So I went with Poison, Raise Zombie, Minion Damage and Multi-Strike. I went with Multi-Strike because I think that it's really cool attack speed. They attack really fast, and the poison is really cool because it stacks and it just leaves a really nice dot on the monster. I went with Prism Guardian because of the auras and blood magic, so I went with Purity of Fire, Discipline, Purity of Lightning. Purity of Fire and Lightning give us 80 in Fire, 81 in Lightning, which is really amazing. Yeah, and that's also helping because we don't have so much ES. Yeah, normal amulet. I went with a lot of strength because I needed strength for this build. I needed also a lot of dexterity. So I put the secret here and summon Stone Golem. I had to get unset rings because the links were not possible. I mean, I had no choice. I needed those links. Convoke here, the shafts. A pretty nice roll. It's really cheap. On Perandus I bought it for like 2x. I sucked it, like I used, I don't know, maybe 50 Jews and like 15 fusings. I don't know, I've been really lucky, but yeah. So Spectre, Minion Damage, Fire Pen, GMP, Spell Echo. For a 6 link I would put Control Destruction. I think it's really nice and they would do a lot of damage. They already do a lot of damage. Even though those fuckers are just like level 68. Yeah, the gloves. I'm running with Thumb Chain, LM Weakness with Blasphemy and Anger. So I pretty much put Disc on my life, Purity of Lightning, Purity of Fire. Then I run LM Weakness, Thumb Chain and Anger on my mana. So I go with Anger just because Flame Sentinels, they are throwing fireballs. So the gloves are pretty bad. I mean, I could get much higher ES, but yeah, this is what I have now. The belt, yeah, and the Bones of Ur because I wanted to get the third Spectre. Yeah, some nice movement speed enchantment. So I went with Flesh Offering, Val Discipline, Val Haste and Increased Duration. Yeah, so when it comes to the Flask now, because they are really important for this build, I went with Lion's Roar. For the more melee physical damage, I went with the knockback. KB is really nice because all of them actually. I thought it would be only the zombies, but also the Flame Sentinels are like knockbacking, if you can say, the mobs. Remi's Concoction for the block, which is pretty cool. I'm running Bone Offering for really hard mobs. I'm using it with increased duration for it to last longer. Yeah, for myself I've got 37% block. I just use it. I've got 70 and 33, which is cool. Yeah, the minions are getting exactly the same, so they are getting like 2 times 33 plus the block from the Flask, which is pretty cool as well for them. And they are getting some life when they block. Yep, so the third Flask, which is Atziri Promise, it's just like extra damage and some Chaos Res and some Leash, which is as well really cool. The Onslaught Flask, this is really nice because they move faster, they attack faster, they cast faster, I don't know if you can say. It's really nice as well. The Sulfur, because of the damage and the consecrated ground, if you just pop it, each of them has it on the ground, so it's a really large AoE. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, when you run, I will just show something. When you run Flash Offering, you get your attack speed is like through the roof. I mean, it's amazing. You just go. It's so fast. Plus Val Haste, and you are like going through the map.